apple orchard was already destroyed.
Our beautiful dairy farm, a ruin.
I lay fire, comrade.
Good day. Good day. We have received a letter from the Goldbreeding Household of Luxembourg. This is a collective farm which moved eastward on orders to the authorities acting for Hitler's army. They are now planning to return. The delegates have looked at the land and the village and found a lot of destruction. But the neighboring fruit farm, Coco's Galin, proposes to use the former grazing land of Coco's on Luxembourg for orchards and vineyards. This land lies in a valley where grass doesn't grow very well. As a delegate of the Reconstruction Commission in New York, I requested two Coco's villagers meet and decide between themselves whether Coco's on Luxembourg shall return or not.
First of all, I want to protest against the time limit on discussion. We of Cocos Rosa Luxembourg have spent 3 days and 3 nights getting here, and now discussion is limited to half a day.
Conrad, we haven't as many villages as we used to have. We haven't as many land. We haven't as much time.
All pleasures must be rationed. Tobacco is rationed, as is wine. Discussion should also be rationed.
All right, but I will come to the point and explain why we want our valley back. There are great many reasons, but I will begin with the simplest. Machina, unpack the goat cheese. Help yourselves, comrade. Start in.
Well, is this a way of influencing us?
How could this be a way of influencing you, Saran, you valley thief? Everyone knows you'll take the cheese and the valley, too. All I expect from you is an honest answer. Do you like the cheese?
Well, the answer is yes.
Really? I ought to have known you know nothing about cheese.
Why not?
'Cause you can't like it. Because it's not what it was in the old days. And why not? Because our goats don't like the new grass as they did the old. Cheese is not cheese because grass is not grass. That's the thing. Please put that in the report.
But your cheese is excellent.
It isn't excellent. It's just passable. The new grazing land is no good. Whatever the young people may say. One can't live there. Doesn't even smell of morning in the morning.
Don't be mad. It's true that we have to consider a piece of land as a tool to do something useful. But it's also true that we must recognize love for a particular piece of land. As far as I'm concerned, I would like to hear more exactly what you want to do with this valley.
Yeah, let Cato speak.
Comrades, last winter while we were fighting in these hills with partisans, we discussed how, once the Germans were expelled, we could build up our fruit culture to 10 times its original size. I prepared a plan for an irrigation project. By means of a copper dam in our mountain lake, 300 hectares of unfertile land can be irrigated. Our Cocos can not only cultivate more fruit, but also have vineyards. The project, however, would pay only if the disputed valley of the Cocos or the Luxembourg were also included. And here are the calculations.
In doing this, our belief was that our soldiers, both your men and our men, could return to a still more productive homeland.
As the poet man Caucasian said, the home of the Soviet people shall also be the home of reason.
They're going to irrigate all the fields between the hills. Look at that, Alico.
Oh, these valley thieves know only too well that we in this country are suckers for machines and projects.
Alico, you have a weakness for new projects. That is well known. What about my report?
May I write that you will agree to the cession of your old valley in the interest of the project when you return to your Cocos?
I will. What about you, Alico?
I suggest you give us copies of the journals to take along.
Then we can sit down and eat. Once he has copies of the drawings and is ready to discuss them, the matter is settled. It will be the same with the rest of us.
Well, long live the Cocos Rosa Luxembourg, and much luck to your horse breeding project.
In honor of the visit of the delegates from the Cocos Rosa Luxembourg and of the specialists, we've asked the singer our cottage chief to perform for us tonight. He knows about our discussion and he promised to do something that has bearing on the situation.
But he's hard to get. Well, you and the planning commission should persuade him to come north more often, comrade.
We're more interested in economics, I'm afraid.
Well, you arrange for the redistribution of vine contractors.
Oh, yes.
Oh, why not song?
Well, it's an idea. We will have to think about that.
This is the comrade specialist, Arcadi.
Honored to make your acquaintance. I heard about you found when I was a girl at school. Will it be one of the old legends?
A very old one. It's called the Chalk Circle and it comes from the Chinese. You can all play parts in it. Now I hope we'll get something to eat before the performance begins. It would certainly help.
Well, take long. I do need to get back tonight.
How long will last, Arcadi? The comrade specialist must be back just in time.
It's actually too short. An hour or two.
We should make it shorter.
I don't think we can. In olden times, in a bloody time, there ruled in a Caucasian city, men called it the City of the Damned, a governor. His name was Georgi Abashvili. He was rich as Croesus. He had a beautiful wife. He had a healthy child. No other governor in Rusinia had so many horses in his stable, so many beggars on his doorstep, so many soldiers in his service, and so many petitioners in his courtyard. Georgi Abashvili, how shall I describe him to you? He enjoyed his life. On that morning of Easter Sunday, the governor and his family went to church. Two doctors never moved from the noble child, apple of the governor's eye. Even the mighty Princess Vivi bowed before him at the church door.
Happy Easter to Tella Abashvili. What a day. It was raining last night. I thought to myself, gloomy holidays. But today the sky is clear. I love a clear sky and a simple heart. And little Michael is a governor from head to foot.
What do you think, Arthur? At last, Georgi has decided to start building on the east wing. All those wretched slums are to be torn down to make room for the garden.
Good news after so much bad. What's the latest on the war, Brother Georgi? Strategical retreat, I hear. Well, minor reverses are to be expected. Sometimes things go well, sometimes not. Such is war. It doesn't really mean a thing, does it?
He's coughing, did you hear? He's coughing, Georgi.
May I remind you, Miko Mikaze, that I was against the lukewarm bath? There's been an error over warming the bathwater, Your Grace.
Miko Mikaze, I'm afraid I can't agree with you. But the temperature of the bathwater was exactly what a great beloved Hishiko Balaji prescribed. More likely a slight drag in the night, Your Grace.
You pay more attention to him. He's a feverish, Georgi.
No cause for alarm, Your Grace. The bathwater will be warmer. It won't occur again.
I vote forgiveness, Miguel Amate. No cause for concern, Your Grace.
Well, 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 I always say, a pain in my liver, then the doctor gets 50 lashes on the sole of his feet. We live in a decadent age. In the old days, one would say, off with his head.
Let's hear Mr. Sturts. Very likely to draft here. Oh, please,
Won't you know the capital, the messenger from the capital, Your Excellency? He arrived this morning with confidential papers.
Not before service, Shaw. But did you hear Brother Kazbiki wishing me a happy Easter? Which is all well and good. But I don't believe it did rain last night.
We must investigate.
Yes, at once. Tomorrow. Yes.
The city lies still. Pigeons strut in the church square. A soldier of the palace guard is joking with the kitchen maid as she comes up from the river with a bundle.
What? The young lady's not in church? Shirking?
I was dressed to go, but they needed another goose for the banquet, and they asked me to get it. I know about geese.
A goose? I'd like to see this goose. One must be on one of his guard with women. I don't look for a goose, they tell you. But it turns out to be something else.
There. Now that is a 15-pound goose stuffed full of corn. I'll eat the feathers.
A queen of the goose. The governor himself will eat it. So, the young lady's down by the river again?
Yes, it's the poultry farm.
Down by the river, and the poultry farm. Not higher up, maybe? Near those willows?
I only go to the willows to wash the linen.
Exactly.
Exactly what?
Exactly that.
Why shouldn't I wash the linen by the willows?
Why shouldn't I wash the linen by the willows?
I don't understand. I don't know what I could learn about those willows.
Not even if there was a bush opposite? Where one could see everything that goes on? Everything that takes place when a certain person is washing the linen?
I don't understand. Won't the soldier say what he means and have done?
Something goes on. Something can be seen.
Could the soldier mean I dip my toes in the water when it's hot? Well, there's nothing else.
There's more. Your toes. And a little more.
More what? At most my foot.
Your foot. And a little more.
Simon Shoshaba, you ought to be ashamed of yourself to sit in a bush on a hot day and wait till a girl dips her legs in the river. And I'll bet you bring a friend along too.
I didn't bring any friend along.
The city lies still. But why are there armed guards? The governor's palace is at peace. But why is it a fortress? And the governor returned to his palace, and the fortress was a trap. The goose was plucked and roasted, but the goose was not eaten this time. And noon was no longer the hour to eat. Noon was the hour to die.
Michael is all.
The governor does not wish to receive military news before dinner, especially as depressing as I assume.
There are disquieting rumors that the war in Persia has taken a turn for the worse.
There's nothing to those rumors anyway. Persia's a long way off. The garrison here would let itself be half convinced for its governor. Can't you see the governor's life is being threatened?
Oh, blindness of the great. They go their way like gods, great over bent backs, sure of hired fists, trusting in the power which has lasted so long. The bond is not forever. Up, great sir, deign to walk upright. From your palace the eyes of many foes follow you. And now you won't be needing an architect. A carpenter will do. You won't be moving into a new palace, but into a little hole in the ground. You are walking to a place whence no one returns. When the house of a great one collapses, many little ones are slain. Those who had no share in the good fortunes of the mighty often have a share in their misfortunes. The plunging wagon drags the sweating oxen down with it into the abyss.
I don't even know what's going on.
Yours or mine? Do you really think, that I'm going to stand another minute at the curtain house of that little bright town? And the top off! Go to hell! Everyone into the third courtyard to help the packing!
Kusha! There you are at last. What are you going to do?
Oh, nothing. If worse comes to worse, I have a brother in the mountains. How about you?
Forget about me. I've been ordered to accompany Monmouth as a guard.
But hasn't the palace guard mutiny?
It's a fact.
Isn't it dangerous to go with her?
In Titbit, they say, isn't the stabbing dangerous for the knife?
You're not a knight. You're a man, Simon Shishaba. What has that woman to do with
She
you?
has nothing to do with me. I have my orders, and I go.
The soldier is pig-headed. He is running into danger for nothing. Nothing at all. Oh, I must get into the third courtyard at once. I'm in a hurry.
Since we're both in a hurry, we mustn't quarrel. We'll need time for a good quarrel. They won't ask if the young lady still has parents.
No, just a brother.
Well, my second question is this. This young lady is helping the fish in water.
Well, I may have a pain in my right shoulder once in a while. Otherwise, I'm strong enough for my job. No one's complained so far.
Well, my third question is this. Is the young lady impatient? Does she want apples in winter?
Impatient? No. But if a man goes to war for no reason, and then no message comes, that's
A
bad.
message will come. And now my final question is,
Simon Shishaba, I must get into the third courtyard at once. My answer is yes.
haste! They say, the wind that blows down the scaffolding. They also say the wish don't know what haste is. I'm from you would inquire about me. I'm healthy, I have independence, I make 10 piastres a month. 20 piastres for paymaster. And I'm asking, very sincerely, for your hand.
Simon Shishaba suits me well.
My mother gave me this cross, which costs nothing. The chain is silver. Please wear it.
Many thanks, Simon.
We ought to be going to the third floor. Otherwise it'll be difficult. Anyway, I must harness the horses. The young lady will understand?
Yes, Simon.
Teach the ladies and troops to stay loyal. When the war is over, I'll be back. In 2 weeks, or 3. The young lady will not grow tired when I return.
Simon Shishaba, I shall wait for you. You will call me into battle, soldier. The bloody battle, the bitter battle from which not everyone returns. When you return, I shall be there. I shall be waiting for you at 3 a.m. I shall be waiting for you at the barrow. I shall wait till the last soldier has returned and longer. When you come back from the battle, No boots will stand at my door. And the wayside farm will be empty. And my mouth will be unkissed. When you return, you will be able to say it is just as it was.
Thank you, Lucia.
Harness the horses to the carriage. Don't stand there doing nothing, scum! Hurry up with those trunks. Hurry up! Down right here. Here. Get that over here.
I hardly know my head's still on. Oh, where's my... Don't hold it so closely. Pile those trunks onto the carriage. No news from the city, father.
None. All quiet so far, but there's not a moment to lose. No room for all these trunks in the carriage. Pick out what you need.
Oh, he said, quickly, open them up and I'll tell you what I need. Hurry, hurry. Okay, I need the green one. And of course, the one with the fur trimming. Ooh, where I need to because of people alive. And then I got the most terrible migraine. Darn, taking your time. You're going to get the hot water bottle this minute. Don't have a seat. Oh, hard man, the harm has come to the dress. That's because I stopped you. I've been watching you for a long time. Nothing in your head is making eyes Java. I'll kill you, you bitch!
Please make haste and tell Abishvili. Firing is broken out in the city.
Oh dear, you don't think that I handled us, do you? Why should they? Why? Is Margaret asleep? Yes, madam. Good. Put him down for a moment. And go and get my little satin colored boots from the bench. I need them for the green dress. Look how you think of this cat. No love, no understanding. You don't give them every order yourself. Times such as this that you realize just what kind of servants you have. They gorge themselves at your expense, never a little gratitude. I'll remember this.
Then tell them we must leave at once.
But why? I've got to take this silver dress, a couple thousand piastres, and that one. Where's the wine-colored one?
Riots are broken out. We must leave at once. Where's the baby?
Mara, get the baby ready. Where are you?
We're not taking the carriage. We may have to ride on horseback. Hurry!
Dear, I can't find the wine-colored dress. Just take the whole pile and throw it onto the carriage. Where's Audrey? Why did Mara come back? Have you all got crazy?
Quick, quick! We must leave at once!
Run, just throw them onto the carriage.
We're not taking the carriage. If you don't come now, I'll ride up on my own.
Where's that bitch, Audrey? Mara, bring the baby. You go and look for Martha. I'll just take the rest of the carriage. That's none. I wouldn't dream of going on horseback. Madam! God, Madam! What's the baby behind? Here, hold it a moment. Well, where's it actually gone? What's out the food wagon? It's not a minute too early. It's time for us to clear out.
It'll be an unhealthy infant around here for quite a while.
What has he done with the governor? Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Our master, you're feeling. A picture of Hollywood this morning mass, and now, oh take me away. We must all die and send our master, you're feeling. Cool down, Nina. You'll be taken to safety. You've never heard of fly. Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. We must get away before they come. We know. Nina. She takes it more to heart than the mistress. That's a fact. They even have to have their weeping done for that.
We better get out, all of us.
That must be the escape burning. The baby! What are you doing with it? It's not left behind. She just left it there? Michael, who was kept out of all the draft. Look, he's waking up.
Better put him down. I'd rather not think what would happen to anybody who was found with that baby.
That's right. Once they get started, they'll kill each other off, whole families at a time. Let's go. Didn't you hear?
Put it down. The nurse asked me to hold him a moment. She's not coming back, simpleton.
Grusha, you're a good soul, but not very bright, and you know it. Okay, if he had plague, it couldn't be more dangerous.
He hasn't got the plague. He looks at me. He's human. Don't look at him. You're a fool. Kind of always gets put upon. My husband has an ox cart. You can come with us if you hurry. You too. Haven't you packed anything yet? The iron shirts will be here soon from the ferry. Coming, hurry.
Right up there. No, farther to the left. That's it. What I do, my friends, I do well. This morning in church, at the church door, I said to Georgi Abashvili, I love a clear sky. Actually, I prefer the lightning that comes out of a clear sky. Yes, indeed. It's a pity they took the breath long ago. I need it urgently. This way.
standing between the courtyard and the gate, she heard, or thought she heard, a low voice calling. The child called to her, not whining, but calling quite sensibly. "Woman," it said, "help me." And it went on, not whining, but saying quite sensibly, "No, woman, and he who passes by with a troubled ear will never hear the gentle call of a lover, or a blackbird at dawn." Upon hearing this, she went back for one last look, only to sit with him for a moment or two, only until someone should come, his mother, or anyone, only until she would have to leave, for the fear of danger was too great. The city was full of flame and crime. Fearful is the seductive power of goodness. And she sat with him a long time, till evening came, till night came, till dawn came. She sat with him too long. Too long she saw the soft breathing, the small clenched fists, until, towards morning, the seduction was complete. Rising, she bent down, sighing, and picked the child up and carried it away, as if it was stolen goods. She picked it up, as if she was a thief. She crept away. Left the city on the Rusinian highway on the way to the northern mines. As she went northward, she was pursued by the prince's iron shirts.
How will the Veritas girl escape the iron shirts, the bloodhounds, the trap setters? They hunt by night. Pursuers never tire. Butchers sleep little.
Never! Oh, you'll never amount to anything, blockhead. Your heart's not in it. Your senior officer sees at the little things. Yesterday, when I made it that gal, yes, you grabbed your husband like man, and you did kick him in the belly at my request. But did you enjoy it like a loyal private, or were you just doing your duty? You won't get promoted, and don't think I've forgotten how important you are either. Stop limping! I forbid you to limp. You limped because I sold the horses, and I sold those horses because I could never have got their price again. You live to show me you don't like marching. I know you. It won't help. Oh, Christ. How am I to get my hands in the governor's basket with the help of fools like you? Fools!
When Grusha Vashnazi came to River Sira, she grew weary from flight. The child grew heavy. In the cornfields, the rosy dawn is cold to the sleepless one, only cold. The gay clatter of the milk cans in the farmyard where the smoke rises is only a threat to the fugitive. She who carries a child feels its weight and no more.
Now you've wet yourself again, and you know I've no linen. Michael, this is where we part company. It's It's far enough from the city. They wouldn't want you so much. They'd follow you all this way, little good for nothing. It hasn't been its time. And can't you just smell the milk? Farewell, Michael. I forget how you kicked me in the back all night to make me walk faster. And you can forget the meager fare. It was Manuel. I'd like to have given him. Your nose is so tiny. But it can't be. My sweetheart, the soldier, might be back soon. And suppose he can't find me. You can't ask that, can you?
Great heavens! What's this? Husband?
What is it? Just let me finish my soup.
Where's your mother then? Haven't you got one? It's a boy, fine linen. He's from a good family, you can see that. And they just leave him on our doorstep. Oh, these are times.
Well, if they think we're going to feed him, they're wrong. You can take him to the priest in the village. That's the best we can do.
What'll the priest do with him? He needs a mother. There, he's waking up. Don't you think we could keep him, though?
No.
I could lay him in the corner by the armchair. All I need is a crib. See him laughing. Husband, we have a roof over our heads. We can do it. Not another word out of you.
Why so happy making for home?
Because the child has won new parents with her last. Because I'm rid of the little one, I'm cheerful.
And why so sad?
Because I'm single and free and sad, like someone who's been robbed. Someone who's newly born.
You are running straight to the arms of the armed forces. Where are you coming from? And when? Are you heading to this relations with the enemy? Where is he hiding? What movements is he making in your rear? How about the hills? How the valleys? How are your stockings held in position? Don't be scared, for we always withdraw if necessary. Want blockheads? Well, I always withdraw. In that respect, I can at least be relied on. Now, lady, where are you headed?
To meet my intendant. One Simon Shishaba of the Palace Guard in Nuka.
Simon Shishaba. Oh, sure, I know him. Well, he gave me the key so I could look you up once in a while. Blockheads, we're getting to be unpopular. We must make her realize we have honorable intentions. Lady, behind apparent frivolity, I conceal a serious nature. So let me tell you officially, I want a child from you. Blockhead, she understands me. Oh, what a way with jokes. We are looking for a baby from a good family. Have you heard of such a baby from the city, dressed in fine linen and suddenly turning up here?
No, I haven't heard a thing. Hide, quick! The iron shirts are coming. I laid him on your doorstep, but he isn't mine. He's from a good family.
Who's coming? What iron shirt?
Oh, don't ask questions. The iron shirts, they're looking for it. Take off the fine linen, they'll give us away.
Living my foot. In this house, I make the decisions. You can't promise in my room. Why did you abandon it?
Then, if you let them have him, they'll want his room right here in this room. You've got to say he's yours.
Yes, but what if they don't believe me?
You must be firm.
They'll burn a roof over our heads.
That's why you've got to say he's yours. His name's Michael. Oh, but I shouldn't have told you. And don't tremble like that. And don't nod them notice. Yeah, and don't say yes, I can't see it. Oh, look, they're coming.
Ah, here she is. Oh, what did I tell you? I smelt her. What a nose I have. Lady, I have a question for you. Why did you run away? What did you think I would do to you?
I left some milk on the stove, and I suddenly remembered it.
Or maybe you thought I looked at you unchastely. That could be something between us. A kind of glance. You know what I mean?
I didn't see it.
Oh, but it's possible, huh? But you admit that much. After all, I might be a pig. And I'll be frank with you. I could think of all sorts of things if we were alone together. But shouldn't you busy yourself in the yard, being the hens?
Soldier, I didn't know a thing about it. Please don't burn the roof over our heads.
What are you talking about?
She left it on my doorstep. I swear it.
Ah, so there is a little something in the crib. Oh, my hens, I smell 1,000 piasters. Go take the old girl outside. Hold on to her. Get the goats. I got a little cross-country to do. So you've got the child I wanted from you.
Well, officer, he's mine. He's not the one
I'll
around.
just take a look.
He's mine. He's mine.
Fine linen. Oh! Oh, blockhead! Oh, where are you?
And in her flight from the Iron Shirts, after 22 days of journeying, at the foot of the Jangatu Glacier, Grusha Vaishnavi decided to adopt the child. The helpless girl adopted the helpless child.
Since no one else will take you, son, I will take you. Since no one else will take you, son, you must take me. Black day, the truth is long, and the milk is dear. My legs are tired and my feet are sore, but I wouldn't be without you anymore. I'll wash you, son, and christen you in glacier water. We'll see it through together.
When Grusha Vaishnavi, pursued by the Iron Shirts, came to the bridge on the glacier leading to the village on the eastern slope, she risked 2 lives.
With the child, she's that much heavier.
Maybe she's really got to get across.
stay warm in the winter.
7 days the sister, Grusha Vashnadi, journeyed across Galatia, and down the slope she journeyed. When I arrive at my brother's house, she thought, he will rise and embrace me. Is that you, sister, he will say. I have long expected you. Welcome. This is my wife, and this is my farm come to me by marriage, with 11 horses and 31 cows. Sit down. Sit down with your child at our table and eat. The brother's farm was in a lovely valley. The sister was ill from walking when she arrived. The brother rose from the table.
Where have you come from, Grusha?
Across the jungle to Passover.
This is my wife, Aniko.
I thought you were serving to Nuka.
I was.
Wasn't it a good job? We were told it was.
The governor got killed.
Yes, we heard there were riots. Your aunt told us, remember, Aniko?
Here with us is very quiet. City of all we want something going on. So don't take take out the other day. Did you hear? Where on earth are you?
Is there a father? I thought not. We must make something up. She's religious.
Oh, those servants.
You have a child. He's mine.
Isn't she still what are we going to do?
It's just weakness, Aniko. Just let her sit for a while.
Positive and scarlet fever.
She'd have spots if it was. It's just weakness. Don't worry. Better sitting down?
Child hers.
Yes, mine.
She's on her way to her husband.
I see. You mean skin cold. Cold food's not good for you to fat unless it be cold and you know your stomach should eat time. If your husband isn't in the city, where is he?
She got married on the other side of the mountain, she says.
On the other side of the mountain. I see.
I think I should lie down somewhere.
If it's consumption, we'll all get it.
Is your husband at a farm? He's a soldier.
But he's coming into one, a small farm, from his father.
Isn't he in the war? Why not?
Yes. He's in the war.
But she's going there to meet him now.
I see. But why are you going there now of all times?
To wait for him.
Oh, that's all the cake!
Soldier. Overtake her.
The sister was so ill, the cowardly brother had to give her shelter. Summer departed, winter came. The winter was long, the winter was short. People mustn't know anything. Rats mustn't bite. Spring mustn't come.
Michael, we must be clever. We make ourselves as small as cockroaches. The sister and I might forget we're in the house. Maybe we can stay with the snowmobs.
Why are you sitting there muffled up like coachmen, you two? Is the room too cold for you?
Oh no, it's not too cold, Auntie.
The room's too cold, you shouldn't be sitting here. Aniko will never forgive herself. Did the priest question you about the child?
He did. Oh, but I didn't tell him anything.
That's good. I wanted to talk to you about Aniko. She's got a good heart, but she's very, very sensitive. What's that? Dripping.
It must be a barrel leaking.
Yes, it must be a barrel leaking. You've been here 6 months now, haven't you? Was I talking about Aniko? You can't imagine how she worries about your soldier husband. Suppose he comes back and can't find her, she says. When do you think he'll come? What do you think? Not before spring, you agree? You don't think he'll come at all, do you? But when the snow melts here on the classes, you can't stay on. They'll come looking for you. There's already talk of an illegitimate child. Grusha, the snow is melting on the roof. Spring is here.
Oh, yes.
Look, we've got to find you a place to live. Because of the child, we've got to find you a father, so people won't talk. Grusha, I made some cautious inquiries. I think I found you a husband. This peasant woman has a son on the other side of the mountain, and she's willing.
But I can't marry. I must make this my
Of course, that's all been taken care of. You don't need a man in bed. You need a man on paper. And Grusha, I found you one. The son of this peasant woman is going to die. Isn't that wonderful? He's had his last gasp. And so when you met him, he was at his last gasp, and now you're a widow. What do you say?
Well, it's true. I could use a document with stamps on it, couldn't I?
Stamps make all the difference. Without something in writing, the shop couldn't prove he's a shop. And he'd have a place to live.
How much does the peasant woman want?
400 piastres.
Where would you find it?
And Nico's milk money.
No one would know it's there. I'll do it.
I'll let the peasant woman know.
Oh, Michael. You make a lot of work. I should have walked quickly away on that Easter Sunday in Yucca. Now I am a fool.
The bridegroom was on his deathbed when the bride arrived. The bridegroom's mother was at the door, telling her to hurry. The bride brought a child along. The witness did it during the wedding.
Quick, hurry up and die on us before the wedding. I was never told he had a child already.
It shouldn't matter to him, in his condition.
To him, but I'll never survive the shame. My Joseph doesn't take to marry a girl with a child.
All right, make it another 200 piastres.
It'll hardly cover the funeral expenses. I am told she really lend a hand with the work. And what's happened to the monk? Oh, he must have slipped out through the kitchen window. Oh dear, we'll have the whole village on our necks when they hear Joseph's end has come. I'll go get the monk, but he mustn't see the child.
Why only a monk? Why not a priest?
Oh, he's just as good. I only made one mistake. I paid half his fee in advance, enough to send him to the tavern. I only hope.
She's saved on the priest, the wretch. Hired a cheap monk.
You will send Simon to shop and see me if he turns up after all.
Of course. Just take a look at him. In his condition. He's not batting an eyelid. I hope we're not too late.
Hope you won't mind waiting a few moments. My son's bride has just arrived from the city. An emergency wedding is about to be celebrated. I might have known you couldn't keep your trap shut. Here's the light. The wedding takes place at once. Me and the bride's brother are the witnesses.
Are you prepared to be a faithful, obedient, and good wife to this man? And cleave to him till death you depart?
I am.
Are you prepared to be a faithful, obedient, and good husband to your wife till death you depart?
Well, of course he is. Didn't you hear him say yes?
All right, we declare the marriage contracted. How about extreme unction?
Nothing doing. The wedding cost quite enough. Now I must take care of the mourners. Did we say 700?
600. And I'm not going to sit with the people and get to know them. So farewell, Grusha. If my widowed sister comes to visit me, she'll get a welcome from my wife, or I'll show my teeth.
May one ask where the child comes from?
Is there a child? Oh, I don't see a child, and you don't see a child either. Understand? This is my daughter-in-law. She arrived just in time to cry, dear Joseph's still alive.
No, why we thought he'd taken to his bed because of the draft, and now look, his dividends come.
Well, sit yourself down, please, and have some cake.
There's a child, you say? Now, how did that sort of thing could have happened to Joseph?
Well, she was certainly lucky years got married with him so sick.
There's got to be already, and we'll be done with funeral cakes at the same time. If he doesn't die today, I'll have to make some more
it's either subdued wedding march or a spirited funeral dance.
Well, you might as well stay. Nobody can stop you from eating in any case.
There once was a woman who said, I thought I'd be happier wed, but her husband was old and terribly cold, so she slept with a candle instead.
Anyway, the war's over, so our soldiers will be coming back.
Are you feeling bad? It's just excitement about your agenda. That doesn't rest a while, my dear. Go down.
Now everything will be the way it was. Only the taxes will go up because now we'll have to pay more. Did someone say the soldiers are back?
I did.
It can't be true.
Show me the shawl. We got it from the soldiers. It's from Persia.
They are back.
What's the matter with you? Aren't you going to look after our guests? What's all this city nonsense got to do with us?
Anyway, the war's over. It's something they can't draft it anymore.
Our sisters have some more to pay, and welcome. There are more.
How many more cakes are you gonna stuff down their throats? You think I can shit money?
Good news they're coming back, huh?
Don't stare at me like that. Where's this wife you saddled me with? A funeral something. You'd enjoy that, wouldn't you? Just get out. Get out of my house. Out. Out before I throw you out. Out. I've upset the apple cart, huh?
Oh, confusion. The wife discovers she has a husband. By day there's the child. By night there's the husband. The lover is on his way both day and night. Husband and wife look at each other. The bedroom is small.
That's her, not yours. Where's she hiding out now?
Grusha, the peasant wants you.
There's still 2 holes to mend.
Scrub my back.
Can't the peasant do it himself?
Can't the peasant do it himself? Get the brush, to hell with you. Are you the wife here or are you a visitor? It's too cold.
I'll run for some hot water.
You stay here. Rub harder and no shirking. You've seen a naked fellow before. That child didn't come out of thin air.
The child was not conceived in joy, if that's what the peasant means.
You don't look the type. A nice thing you saddled me with. A simpleton for a wife.
Well, she just isn't cooperative.
Poor, but go easy. Ow, go easy, I said. Maybe you did something wrong in the city. I wouldn't be surprised. Why else should you be here? But I won't talk about that. I haven't said a word about the illegitimate object you brought into my house either. But my patience has limits. It's against nature. More. Even if your soldier does come back, you're married.
Yes.
But your soldier won't come back. Don't you believe it?
No.
You're cheating me. You're my wife and you're not my wife. Where you lie, nothing lies. And yet no other woman can lie there. God has given you sex, and what do? I don't have 10 piastres to buy myself a woman in the city.
I didn't mean to cheat you out of it.
She didn't mean to cheat me out of it. Pour some more water. Ow!
Sat by the stream to wash the linen. He saw his image in the water, and his face grew fainter with the passing moon. As she rose herself to wring the linen, she heard his voice from the murmuring maple, and his voice grew fainter with the passing moon. The evasions and sighs grew more numerous. Tears and sweat flowed. With the passing moons, the child grew up.
Bible. But don't let them boss you around just because you're limitless.
Stay your head off, Kate. You're the governor, you need your head cut off. You're the governor's wife, and you cry. You're the prince of UN. So all you need to do is kneel down and you get your head cut off.
Simon?
Is that Crucia Bassanati?
Simon!
A good morning, young lady. I hope she is well.
Good morning to the soldier. God be thanked he has returned in good health.
They found better fish to the hat.
Courage, said the kitchen boy. Good luck, said the hero.
How would they do? The winter bearable? The neighbor considerate?
The winter was a trifle rough. The neighbor as usual, Simon.
They won't ask if certain persons still dips their toes in the river while watching the river.
The answer is no, because of the eyes in the bushes.
One is speaking of soldiers. Here stands a paymaster.
A job with 20 piastres.
And lodgings.
Behind the barracks. Under the date trees.
Yes, there. A certain person has kept her eyes open.
She has, Simon.
And is not forgotten. So the door is still on its hinges, as they say. What's this? How can it be wrong?
Simon Shoshova, I can never return to Nubra. Something has happened.
What could have happened?
For one thing, I knocked an iron shirt down.
Well, Crucia Bassanati must have had a reason for doing that.
Simon Shoshova, I am no longer called what I used to be called.
I do not understand.
When do women change their names, Simon? Let me explain. Nothing stands between us. Everything is just as it was. You must believe that.
Nothing stands between us. If there is something,
Oh, and how can I explain it so fast? And with the stream between us? Couldn't you cross the bridge there?
maybe there's no longer a need.
Oh, yes, there is a need to. Come over to the side, Simon, quick.
Does one wish to say that one has come too late? I see a cat in the grass. There's a little one already.
There is, Simon. There's no hiding that from you. But don't worry. It is not mine.
When the wind blows, they say it goes through every nook and cranny. Life is no more.
There was a yearning, but there was no waiting. The oath is broken, but neither could say why. Hear what she thought, but did not say. While you fought in the battle, soldier, the bitter battle, the bloody battle, I found a helpless infant. I had not the heart to destroy him. I had to care for a creature that was lost. For a little tree needs water. The lamb loses its way when the shepherd is asleep and its cry goes unheard.
Give me back the cross I gave you. Still. Throw it in the street.
Simon Shoshova, don't go away. He isn't mine. He isn't mine. What's the matter, children?
Stop! Stop! Are you Khrushchev? Is it your child?
Yes. Simon!
We have orders in the name of the law to take this child found in your custody back to the city. It is suspected that this child is Michael Abasvili, son and heir to the late Governor Georgi Abasvili and his wife Natala Abasvili. Here is the document and the seal.
The iron shirts took the child, the beloved child. The unhappy girl followed them to the city, the dreaded city. She who had borne him demanded him back. She who had raised him, faced trial. Who will decide the case? to whom will the child be assigned? Who will be the judge? A good judge? A bad? The city was in flames, and in the judge's seat sat Asdak.
What you are? Don't deny it. Huh, I can see in your guilty face. Get out of here.
Pursuit. Need everybody's attention. A proposition?
Huh, making me a proposition? Why, if this is the height of insolence, get out of here.
Understand the point of view. Pay 100,000 piastres one night.
Yes? You think you can buy me for 100,000 piastres? Make it 150,000. Where are they?
Won't have them now. Will be sent. Will you not doubt?
Doubt very much. Get out of here.
Out back.
Oh, I'm not in. Oh, so you're sniffing around here again, eh, Shaw?
You caught another rabbit again, Asdak. And you promised me it wouldn't happen again.
Now, Shaw, don't talk about things that you don't understand. The rabbit is a dangerous and destructive beast. It feeds on plants, especially the species of plants known as weeds. Therefore, it must be exterminated.
Oh, don't be so hard on me, Asdak. I'll lose my job if I don't arrest you. I know you have a good heart.
No, I do not have a good heart. How many times must I tell you I am a man of intellect?
I know. You're a superior person. You say so yourself. I'm just a Christian and an ignoramus. So tell me, if one of the Princess Rabbits is stolen, and I'm a policeman, what should I do with the offending party?
Oh, Shaw, shame on you. Man is made in God's image, but not so a rabbit. You know that. I, Shaw, am a rabbit eater, but you are a man eater. And God will pass judgment on you. Shaw, go home and repent. Oh, wait, there's something... No, it's nothing. Go home and repent. Oh, what's the matter? Tried to hand you over? Couldn't give a bedbug like you to an animal like that. It goes against the grain. Here, sit down. Finish your cheese. It's better eat like a poor man or else they'll still catch you. And give your cheese a troubled look, my friend. Just like that. It's already fading away. So they're after you, huh? Yeah, that speaks in your favor. But I can be sure that they're not mistaken about you. In Tiflis once they hanged a man, a Turk, because he could prove that he had quartered his peasants rather than merely cutting them in half as was the custom. His zeal was above suspicion. And yet they hanged him like a common criminal. And why? Because he was a Turk. Something he couldn't do much about. What injustice. He gets out of the gallows by a sheer fluke. In short, I don't trust you.
Thus, Asdak gave the old beggar a bet, and learned that the old beggar was the old butcher himself, the Grand Duke, and was ashamed. He denounced himself and ordered the policeman to take him to Monmouth, to court, to be judged.
Where's the judge? Where's the judge? I must be tried. I have helped him. I've helped the Grand Duke, the Grand Thief, the Grand Butcher to escape. Brothers, where is the judge? I demand that I be severely judged in public trial.
Who's this queer bird?
That's our village scrivener, Asdak.
I am contemptible. I'm a traitor. Brothers, I demand I must be tried. Where is the judge?
There's the judge. Please stop roaring. It's a rather sore spot this evening.
There's the judge. An answer never heard in Christiania before. Townsman, where's His Excellency the Governor? There's His Excellency, stranger. Why, where's the Chief Tax Collector? Where's the Patriarch, the Official Recruiting Officer? There. All there. Brothers, I expect no less of you.
What? What was it you expected, funny man?
What happened in Persia, brothers? What happened in Persia?
What did happen in Persia?
Everybody was hanged. Viziers, tax collectors, everybody.
And why did all this happen in Persia?
Why did all this happen? Must there be a special reason? Why do you scratch yourself, brother? Why? War. Too long a war, and no justice.
The carpet weavers caught the Persian sickness too, and they've been wondering whether Prince Kazbiki has been eating too many courses. This morning they strung up the city judge. As for us, we beat them to a pulp. We were paid 100 piastres per man. You understand?
Yes, I understand.
If there was a troublemaker, it's him.
Oh, he's not really a bad character, gentleman. Steals a few chickens here and there, and maybe an occasional rat. Really, I don't know why I came.
Are you in with the carpet weavers, maybe?
No carpet weavers.
My friends, permit me a serious word. Yesterday, the princes of Drusinia overthrew the warmongering government of the Grand Duke and did away with his government. Unfortunately, the Grand Duke himself escaped. In this fateful hour, our carpet weavers, those eternal troublemakers, had the effrontery to stir up a rebellion and hang the universally loved city judge. My friends, what we need is peace. Peace in Drusinia, and justice. So I brought along my dear nephew, the Zergin Kazbiki. He'll be the new judge. A very gifted fellow. What do you think, my friend? I want your opinion. Let the people decide.
Well, does it mean that we get to elect a judge?
Precisely. Let the people propose some very gifted fellow. Compare among yourselves, my friends. Don't worry, my little fox. The job's yours. As soon as we catch the Grand Duke, we want him to kiss this rabble's ass any longer.
Say, rascal, what do you think about this nephew fellow being the judge?
You're asking me? You're not asking me.
Well, sure. Anything for a laugh.
Well, all right. So you want to pass him to the marrow, correct? Well, we got a criminal on hand, say an experienced one, so that the candidate can show what he knows.
We have a few doctors downstairs. Well, we can use that.
No, that's no good. You see, we can't take real criminals until we're sure that the judge will be appointed. He may be dumb, but he must be appointed, or else the law is violated. And the law is a very sensitive organ. Why, it's like the spleen. You can't strike it. That would be fatal. See, now you can hang those two without violating the law because there's no judge in the vicinity. But judgment when pronounced must be pronounced with absolute gravity. It's all such nonsense. But suppose that a judge jails a woman, say she's stolen a corn cake to feed her child, and this judge isn't wearing his robes. Or say that he's scratching himself while passing sentence, and half his body is uncovered. In this case, the law is violated, and it's a disgrace. Well, it'd surely be easier for a judge's hat and a judge's robe to pass judgment than for a man with no robe and no hat. If you don't treat with respect, the law just disappears on you.
Then what do you suggest, hair splitter?
I'll be the defendant.
You?
Well, what have you decided?
Well, we decided to stage a rehearsal. Our friend will be the defendant, and let the candidate be judged and sit here.
It isn't customary, but why not? A mere formality. Now, what have I taught you? Who got there first? The slow runner or the fast?
The silent runner, Uncle Larson.
Zane here knows me. Am Grand Duke.
What is he?
The Grand Duke. He must know him, too.
Okay, so let's get on with the trial.
Listen, I'm accused of instigating war. Ridiculous. I said ridiculous. That enough? If not, they've brought lawyers. Believe 500. Request all available seats for lawyers.
Do you really wish me to try this case? I find it rather unusual. From the taste angle, I mean. Let's go.
Let him have it, my little fox.
All right. People of Virginia versus Grand Duke. Defendant, what have you got to say for yourself?
Well, plenty. Naturally, have read war laws. Only started war on advice of patriots. Like Uncle Larson Kazbiki. Call Uncle Larson as witness.
What a madcap.
Motion rejected. One cannot be arraigned for declaring war, which every ruler has to do once in a while, but only for running war badly.
Why, rubbish. Never ran war. Had it run. Had it run by princes. Naturally, they messed it up.
Do you by any chance deny having been commander-in-chief?
Not at all. Always was commander-in-chief. At birth, shouted at wet nurse. Was trained to drop turds in toilet. Grew accustomed to command. Always commanded officials, robbed my cash box. Officers flog soldiers, only on command. Peasants sleep with farmers' wives, only on strictest command. Uncle Larson here drew his belly at my command.
Long live the Grand Duke.
Answer, my little fox. I'm with you.
I shall answer him according to the dignity of the law. Defendant, uphold the dignity of the law.
Agreed. Command you proceed with trial.
It is not your place to command me. You claim that the princes of this country forced you to declare war. How can you claim then that they messed it up?
Did not send enough people. Embezzled funds, sent sick horses. During attack, drinking in a whorehouse. Call Uncle Larson as witness.
Are you making the outrageous suggestion that the princes of this country did not fight?
Oh, not at all.
princes fought for war contracts.
That's too much. This man talks like a carpet weaver.
Really? Told nothing but truth?
Hang him. Hang him.
Be quiet. Go on, Your Excellency. Quiet! I now render a verdict. You must be hanged by the neck, having lost the war.
Young man, seriously advised, not called publicly into jerky clip speech. One cannot be watchdog and howl like wolf. Got it? Besides, if princes speak same language as Grand Duke, may hang Grand Duke and princes, Anyway, must overrule verdict. Reason? War lost, but not for princes. Princes won their war. Got 8,633,000 piastres for horses not delivered. Got 2,440,000 piastres for food supplies not produced, and are therefore victors. War only lost for Drusinia, which is not present in this court.
I think that will do my purpose. You can withdraw, funny man. You may now ratify the new judgment.
Yes, we can. Let's get the judge's rope now. And now you can withdraw. So we can get the right ass in the right chair. Please step forward to the judge's seat. Now, the judge's robe in place. Now please be seated. The last judge was a rascal. Now this rascal shall be judge. And what a judge.
And there was a civil war in the land. The mighty were not safe. And as Jack was made a judge by the iron ships, and as Jack remained judge for 2 years,
The towns were set afire. Rivers of blood rose higher and higher, and copper was torn out of every crack. The courts were full of steamers. The church was foul of steamers. And the judge was cast out the set as death.
All right, next case is. In consideration of the large number of cases today, the court will hear 2 cases at one time. Before I declare the proceedings open, I have one short announcement. I accept. Thank you. I reserve the right to punish one of the parties for contempt of court. You morons. You, sir, are a doctor, and you are bringing a case against him? Doctor responsible for your condition?
Yes, I had a stroke on his account.
That would be professional negligence.
Where's the negligence? I paid for this man's study. It was when and so far he hasn't paid me back a cent. It was when I heard he was treating a patient for free that I had my stroke.
Oh, rightly so. Who are you?
I'm the patient, Your Honor.
He treated your leg for nothing?
The wrong leg. The rheumatism was in the left leg, and he operated on the right leg. That's why I limp.
So you were treated for free?
A 500 piastre operation for free, for nothing, for a God bless you. And I paid for this man's study. They teach you to operate for free.
Well, Your Honor, it is the custom to demand a fee before an operation, whereas the patient is more willing to pay before an operation than after, which is only human. Well, in the case in question, I was convinced before I started the operation that my servant had already received the fee. Well, in this I was mistaken.
He was mistaken. A good doctor doesn't make mistakes. He examines before he operates.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah. Public prosecutor, what's the other case about?
A blackmail, Your Honor.
High Court of Justice, I'm innocent. I only wanted to find out from the landowner concerned if he really had raped his niece. When he informed me very politely that this was not the case, he gave me the money, only so I could pay for my uncle's studies.
Okay. You, sir, on the other hand, can cite no extenuating circumstances for your offenses?
Well, except that to err is human.
Well, then you are aware, doctor, that in money matters, a doctor is a highly responsible person. Oh, you have no excuse. Doctor, what's the landowner's name?
He doesn't want it mentioned.
Oh, okay, well, in that case, I'll pass judgment. The court finds the blackmail proved and sentences you to pay a fine of 1,000 piastres. And if you have another stroke, the doctor will have to treat you for free, even if he has to amputate. You, as compensation, will receive a bottle of rubbing alcohol. You are sentenced to hand over to the public prosecutor half the proceeds of your deal. Hey, the landowner's name a secret. Moreover, I suggest you should study medicine. You seem well suited to that calling. You have perpetrated an unpardonable error in the practice of your profession. You, sir, are acquitted. Next case.
They walk too much for a shilling. For a pound they may be willing. For 20 pounds with a verdict success. As for the many, all too many, those who only got a penny, think one single sole resource as that.
Yeah, this will do fine out here. Maybe we'll go out and get a breath of fresh air. Maybe even a nice stiff breeze from the lemon grove over there. You know, it does just as good to be done on the open. When blows her skirts up and you can see what she's got. Oh. You know, I think we've been eating too much, Shaw. These official trainings are getting exhausting. Okay, next case.
Well, Your Honor, it's a question of family honor. I was to bring action on behalf of my son, who is away on business on the other side of the mountain.
I accept. Now that the preliminaries are out of the way, I declare this open. So it's a case of rape?
I caught the fellow in the act. Ludovico was in the straw on the stable floor.
Oh, yes, the stables. Lovely horses. I especially like that little Rome.
Well, the first thing I did, of course, was question Ludovico on my son's
I
behalf.
said that I liked that little Rome.
Really? Well, Ludovico confessed that he took her against her will.
Oh. Take off your veil, Ludovico. Oh, Ludovico, you pleased the court. That was how it happened.
Well, when I entered the stable to see the new bull, the stableman said to me, always on the corner, "It's hot today," and he laid his hand on my left breast. I said to him, "Don't do that," but he continued to handle me indecently, which provoked my anger. Before I realized his sinful intentions, he got much closer. It was all over with by the time my father-in-law entered, accidentally dropped me.
On my son's behalf.
Oh, so you had been starting all this?
Yes. Yes.
Ludovico, you like to eat sweet things?
Well, yeah, sunflower seeds.
Ah, just as I thought. You like to lie for a long time in the bathtub?
About half an hour or so.
Public prosecutor, drop your knife on the floor over there. Now, Ludovico, you go pick up that knife. See that? You see how it moves? Oh. The court considers the rape proven. You, by eating too much, sweet things especially, and by lying too long in warm water, and by laziness and too soft a skin, you have raped that unfortunate man. Do you think you could run around with a behind like that in court and get away with it? Well, this is a case of intentional assault with a dangerous weapon. You are sentenced to hand over to the court that little roan which your father-in-law likes to ride on his son's behalf. And now, oh, here, take this. Now, Ludovico, come with me to the stables so we can inspect the scene of the crime.
Little fishes have their hours. For a while, the load is off the back. From Christinia's highway train, we see scales of justice buried, which show the foreman's magistrate as that.
Public prosecutor has the floor.
It concerns a cow, Your Honor. For the past 5 weeks, the defendant has had a cow in her barn, the property of Farmer Suru. And she was also found to be in possession of a stolen ham. And a number of cows belonging to Shudoff were killed when he tried to collect the rent on a piece of land.
It's a matter of my hand, Your Honor.
It's a matter of my land, Your Honor.
Matter of my cow, Your Honor.
What have you got to say to all this, Granny?
Well, Your Honor, one night one morning, 5 weeks ago, there come a knock at my door, and outside stood a bearded man with a cow. My dear woman, he said,
good evening, dear friends. A glass of vodka.
Exactly!
Public prosecutor, a glass of vodka for our guest. And, who, sir, are you?
I am a wandering hermit, Your Honor. Thanks for the gracious gift. Another.
I, sir, am his dad. And the court welcomes the wandering hermit. Go on with your story, Granny.
Well, yeah, at first I didn't know that St. Benedictus could work miracles. It was only a child. But then one night, a few days later, the farmer's servants came to take the cow away again. Then they turned around in front of my door and went off without the cow. And boom, big as a fist brought it on their heads. So I knew that St. Benedictus had changed their hearts and turned them into friendly folks.
I know it would change, Your Honor.
Oh, you can tell us about it later. Go on with your story, Granny.
Well, the next one to become a good man was a farmer shoot-off on the devil. And everybody knows. But St. Benedictus, he arranged so he let me off the bench on a little piece of land.
Because our cows were killed in my field, Your Honor.
Well, one morning I handed him flying in the car window. It hit me in the small of my back. I'm still there, Your Honor. Please give me my seat. Oh, Your Honor, was there ever a time when a poor woman could get a hand out of America?
You know, Granny, that is a question that strikes straight at the court's heart. Granny, please, be so kind as to sit here while I render a most merciful verdict. All right, you atheists, admit that you don't believe in miracles. Each one of you is sentenced to pay a fine of 500 piastres. Now get out of here. And now you, Granny, and you most pious man, empty a pitcher of wine with the public prosecutor and his dad.
And he broke the rules to save them. Broken law like bread he gave them, brought them to shore upon his crooked back. At long last the poor and lowly had someone who was not too holy to be brought by empty hands, as that. For 2 years it was his pleasure to give the beasts of prey short measures. He became a wolf to fight the pack. From all hallows to all hallows, on his chair beside the gallows, dispensing justice in his fashion, that as that.
But the era of disorder came to an end. The Grand Duke returned. The governor's wife returned. A trial was held, and many died. The people's quarters burned anew, and theater seized as that.
Shaw, where are you? Come here, quick. Shaw, they're after me. Yeah, there you are. Shaw, go get me that big book, the one that I always sit on. Yeah, here, give it to me quick. Now, Shaw, this is the Book of Statutes, and I have always used it, as you can testify. Now I better take a look in here and see what they can do to me. Well, I've let the down and outs get away with murder. Now I have to pay for it. Oh, let's see. Oh, no. Well, I've let the down and outs get away with everything. Well, so they'll hang me for drunkenness. Well, I helped poverty on with skinny little legs. I peeped into the rich man's pocket, which is in bad taste. Well, I can't hide anywhere. Everybody knows me because I've helped everybody.
Someone's coming.
Oh, no. Oh, no, the end is near. And now they'd be glad to see what a great man I am. But I will deprive them of that pleasure. I will get down on my knees and I will beg for mercy. Spit a little slobber on my chin. The fear of death is in me.
What sort of creature is that?
What? A very willing one, Your Highness. A man ready to oblige.
The fellow Abishwili, wife of the late governor, has just returned. She's looking for her 5-year-old son, Michael. It has been said that her son, Michael, has been carried off by a former servant to the other side of the mountain.
The child will be brought back, Your Highness, at your service.
They say that the woman in question is passing it off as her own.
Well, she will be beheaded, Your Highness, at your service.
That is all.
I didn't like that night.
At your service, Your Highness, it will all be arranged.
Hear now the story of the trial concerning Governor Abashvili's child and the determination of the true mother by the famous test of the chalk circle.
You're lucky. It's not a real judge. It's out of back, a drunk who doesn't know what he's doing. The best thieves are got by through him. Because he gets everything mixed up, and the rich never offer him big enough bribes, the like of us sometimes do pretty well.
I need luck right now.
Touch wood. I'd better offer up another prayer that the judge may be drunk. Why must you hold on to it at any price if it isn't yours? In days like these,
He's mine.
I brought him up. Had you never thought what had happened when she came back?
At first, I thought I'd give him to her. Then I thought she'd never come back.
And even a borrowed coat keeps a man warm. I'll swear to anything for you. You're a decent girl. You've done wrong by Simon, though. I've been talking with him. He just can't understand.
Right now, I can't be bothered whether he understands or not.
He knows the child isn't yours, but you're not free until death do you part. He can't understand that.
I wish the young lady to know that I will swear I am the father of the child.
Thank you, Simon.
But I also wish to know that my hands are not tied, nor hers.
You needn't have said that. You know she's married.
And it needs no rubbing in.
Where's the judge? Here's the judge.
We have a warrant for his arrest.
At least there are no common people here. Your smell always brings on my migraine.
Please, madam, I must ask you to be more careful what you say until we have another judge.
But I didn't say anything. Oh, you know I love people with their simple, straightforward minds. It's only that their smell brings on my migraine.
There won't be many spectators. The whole population is at home behind locked doors because of the riots in the people's quarters.
Is that the creature?
Please, most gracious Methala Ahashvili, abstain from the invective until we are certain that the Grand Duke has appointed a new judge and that we're rid of the present one, who's about the lowest fellow you'll ever see in a judge's gown. Well, things are all set to move, you see.
Her Grace would pull your hair out on the spot if she didn't know how to act for the poor. He goes by the face.
Trying to run away, or you're not.
All the judge is doing is...
Give me a man! You're back, I can't see!
What do you want to see?
Where's the rat?
There it is.
Want to see you, you dogs? So, how goes it, dogs? How's things in the dog world? Got another food for me to lick? Glad to see you at each other's throats like house dogs.
Stop! I bring a dispatch from the Grand Duke containing the latest appointment.
Attention!
Of the new judge, it says, we appoint a man whom we have to thank for saving a life indispensable for the country's welfare. A certain Azdak of Nuka. Which is he?
That's him, Your Excellency. What's going on here? I beg to report that His Honor Azdak was already His Honor Azdak. But on the farmer's denunciation, was proclaimed the Grand Duke's enemy. Well, see to it that His Honor Azdak is exposed to no more violence. Thank you.
She clapped her hands. I hope he saw.
It's a catastrophe.
Is there anything we can do for you, Your Honor?
No, nothing, fellow dogs. Maybe just an occasional boot to lick. I pardon you. Go get me some red wine, the sweet kind. You get out of here. I gotta judge a case. Oh, something for my backside. Oh, thank you. Okay, next cases. I accept.
Oh dear.
Oh, well, can't overdo this, eh?
It's a quite ridiculous case, Your Honor. The accused has abducted a child and refuses to hand it over.
The most attractive person. I declare the proceedings open, and I demand the whole truth, especially from you.
High Court of Justice. The blood, as the popular saying goes, is thicker than water. But this old adage...
The court wants to know what the lawyer's fee is.
I beg your pardon. Oh, I see. Well, 500 piastres, Your Honor. To answer the court's somewhat unusual question.
Did you hear that? The question is unusual. I only ask because I listen in quite a different way when I know you're good.
Oh, well, thank you, Your Honor. The High Court of Justice Of all ties, the ties of blood are strongest. Mother and child. Is there a more intimate relationship? Can one tear a child from its mother? Why, nature herself.
I want to know what you have to say to all this, and whatever else the lawyer might have to say.
He's mine.
Is that all? Hope you can prove it. In any case, why should I hand the child over to you?
I brought him up, like the creed says, according to my best knowledge and conscience. I always found him something to eat. Most of the time he had a roof over his head. And I went to such trouble for him. I had expenses too. I taught him to be friendly with everyone. And from the beginning, taught him to work. As well as he could, that is. He's still very little.
Your Honor, it is quite significant that the girl herself does not take any high blood between her and the child.
The court takes notice of that, then.
Thank you, Your Honor. And now, permit a woman bowed in sorrow, who has already lost her husband, and now has also to fear the loss of her child, to address a few words to you. The most gracious Natella Abashvili is.
The most cruel fates are forcing me to describe to you the tortures of a bereaved mother's soul. The anxiety, sleepless nights.
It's outrageous the way this woman is being treated. Her husband's castle is closed to her. Revenue of her estates is blocked. And she is cold-bloodedly told that it is tied in the air. She can't do a thing without that child. She can't even pay her lawyer. Please, Honor, Sancho, Opalaki. Your Honor, in the forefront stands the human tragedy of a mother. Why, even if Mother Abashvili were not the heir to the estates, he would still be the dearly beloved child of my client.
Hey, stop. The court is touched by the mention of estates. It's proof of human feeling.
Thanks, Your Honor. Here, Elo Shubalazi, we can prove in any case that the woman who took the child is not the child's mother. Michael Abashvili was left behind that Easter Sunday while his mother was making her escape. Grusha, a palace kitchen maid, was seen with the baby.
All her mistress was thinking of was what dresses she'd take along.
Nearly a year later, she turned up in a mountain village with a baby, and there entered into the state of
How did you get to that mountain village?
On foot, Your Honor, and he was mine.
I'm the father, Your Honor.
I used to look after it for them, Your Honor, for 5 piastres.
High Court of Justice, this man is engaged to Grusha. His testimony is suspect.
Are you the man that she entered into matrimony with in the mountain village? No, Your Honor. Well, why? Is he no good in bed? Come on, tell the truth.
We didn't get that far. I married because of the baby, so he'd have a roof over his head. He was in the war, Your Honor.
Oh, so now I want you back again?
I wish to state that.
I'm no longer free, Your Honor.
Oh, so then the child you claim comes from Laurie. Okay, I'm going to ask you a question. Was he a ragged little bastard, or did he come from a good family?
He's an ordinary child.
I mean, did he have refined features from the beginning?
He had a nose on his face.
Oh, very significant comment. It was said of me once that I sniffed at a rose bush before rendering a verdict. Little tricks like that are needed nowadays. Well, I'll make it short, not listen to any more lies, especially not yours.
Oh, I can understand you're wanting to cut it short. Now I've seen what you've accepted.
Shut up. Did I accept anything from you?
I haven't got anything.
No, very true. From starvelings, I never get anything. I would have starved myself. You people go to a judge as if you're up to a funeral supper. You know that you have to pay for justice. Well, when you go to the butcher, you have to pay. But yet you go to a judge like you're up at a funeral supper.
When the horse was shot, the horsefly held in its leg, as the saying is.
Oh, well, better a treasure in manure than a stone in a mountain stream.
A fine day. Let's go fishing, said the angler to the worm.
I am my own master, said the servant, and chopped off his foot.
Nothing like a brother's bizarre in the presence. There's Aurelius' head chopped off.
A fool's worst enemy is himself.
However, a fart has no nose.
Fine, 10 piastres for a decent language in court. That'll teach you what justice is.
A fine kind of justice. You break fast and loose with us because we don't talk as refined as that crowd with their lawyers.
Quite true. You are too dumb. It's only right you ought to get it in the neck.
You would have handed the child over to her, and she wouldn't know how to keep it dry. She's so refined. You know about as much about justice as I do.
You know, there might be something to that. Oh, it's true. I am an ignorant man. Haven't even got a decent pair of pants on underneath this gown. Look! With me, everything goes on food and drink. I was educated in the convent. Oh, and I'll find you 10 piastres for contempt of court. And you're a very foolish girl to turn me against you. As Instead of blinking your little eyes at me and wiggling your little backside to keep me in good temper. Yeah, make it 20 piastres.
Even if it was 30, I'd tell you what I think of your justice, you drunken onion. How dare you talk to me as if you were somebody? For you weren't born to this. Aren't you ashamed of yourself when you see how I tremble before you? You've made yourself their servant, so no one will take their houses away from them. Houses they have stolen. Since when have houses belonged to the bedbugs? Oh, but you're on the watch. Or they couldn't drag our men into their wars. You bride taker.
Don't be honest with me.
I have no respect for you. No one is on me for a bandit with a knife. You can do what you want. You can take the child away from me 100 against 1. But I tell you one thing. Only extortioners should be chosen for a profession like yours. And men who rape children.
Okay, now it will be 30. Don't look what's squabbling with you. We're not a tavern. Besides, what would happen to my dignity as a judge? Anyway, I've lost interest in your case. Where is the old couple, the one that wants a divorce? This case is adjourned for 15 minutes.
Well, even without the rest of the evidence, madam, we have the verdict for the bad.
You've gone and spoiled your chances with it. You won't get the child now.
Shower, my friend, hurry.
So you want a divorce, How long have you been together?
Oh, 4 years, Your Honor.
Why do you want a divorce?
We don't like each other, Your Honor.
Since when?
Oh, since the very beginning, Your Honor.
Okay, I'll think about your case and I'll render a decision when I'm through with the other case. Shaw, go get me the child. You, come here. I've noticed that you have a soft spot for justice. Now, I don't believe that he's your child, but even if he were, wouldn't you want him to be rich? You would only have to say that he wasn't your child, and he would have a big palace with plenty of horses in his stable, and plenty of soldiers in his service, and plenty of petitioners in his courtyard, and wouldn't he know? What do you say? What's wrong to be rich?
Hear what the angry girl thought, but did not say. If he walked in golden shoes, cold his heart would be and stony. The humble folk he would abuse. He wouldn't know me. Oh, it's hard to be hard-hearted all day long from morning till night. To be mean and high and mighty is a hard and cruel plight. Then let him be afraid of hunger, but not fear the hungry man's spite. Let him be afraid of darkness, but not fear the daylight.
I think I understand you, woman.
I won't give him up. I've raised him. He knows me. He didn't brag. That's not true. But I wasn't in the time to put his good shirt on. But he must have been in a pigsty. I am not a pig. But there are some here who are. Where did you leave your baby? You vulgar creature. Oh, my God.
You promised. You're on.
Order! Plaintiff and defendant, the court has come to no decision as to who the child's mother is. So I, as judge, will have to choose a mother for the child. I will make a test. Shaw, I want you to draw a circle down there on the ground. Okay, now place the child in the center of the circle. Now I want each of you to take the child by one arm. The true mother is the one who can pull the child from the circle.
High Court of Justice, I object. The fate of the great Caucasian estate, which are tied to the child and the heir, should not be made dependent on such a doubtful duel. In addition, my client does not possess the strength of this person who is accustomed to physical labor.
I don't know, she looks pretty well fed to me. Okay, ready? Pull. Hey, what's the matter with you? You didn't pull.
I didn't hold on to him.
What did I say? The eyes of blood.
Your Honor, I take back everything I said against you. I ask your forgiveness. But can I keep until I can speak all the words? He knows it's you.
Oh, no way. Don't influence the court. You probably only know about 20 words yourself. Oh, all right, I'll make the test one more time just to be sure. Okay, put the child in the circle. Each of you take the child by one arm. Ready? Pull!
I want to know. Shall I also share with this? I can't.
And in this, the court has determined the true mother of the child. Okay, you. Take your child and be off. But I advise that you not stay in the city with him. You'll disappear before I find you for fraud. And all of your estates fall to the city. And they were converted into a playground for the children. They need one. And I've decided that it will be called after me as Dax Garden. Now I'll take off this robe. It's gotten too hot for me, but I'm not getting off for the hero. Instead, as a token of farewell, I will invite you all to a little party of mine out in the meadow. Oh, in all the excitement, forgot to sign the divorce decree.
But that's not right. You've not divorced the old couple. You've divorced Group-Shot.
What? Oh, what a pity, yeah. What a couple. Oh, well. But I never retract. Because if I did, how could you ever keep order in the land? Instead, I'll invite you to my little party. You don't mind dancing with each other, do you? And I got 40 piastres coming from you. Cheap price, you are. Thank you. I'll be needing you.
So we'd better leave the city tonight, Michael. Do you like him?
With my respects, I like him.
Now I can tell you. I took him because on that Easter Sunday, I got engaged to you. So he's a child of love. Let's dance, Michael.
After that evening, as Dak vanished and was never seen again, the people of Grusinia did not forget him, but long remembered him and his period of judging as almost a Greek golden age, almost a period of justice. But those of you who have listened to the tale of the chalk circle, take note of what men of old have concluded. What there is shall go to those that are good for it. The children to the motherly, that they prosper. The carts to the good drivers, that they be driven well. And the valley to the waterers, that it yield fruit.
And got makeup on the van. What? Yeah. Yeah, no.